Welcome to FXStreet. Thank you for watching us. If you like what we're doing, you can join us on YouTube, join our channel, hit the subscribe button. Specifically, if you like what we're talking about, you can follow Akash, my co-host, at Mangyeko0 on Twitter, or myself at JustAnalysis1. Starting off, taking a look at Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin had a pretty nice move higher. It broke new all-time highs. It's unless you've been living under a rock and you didn't know that, that's what happened. Then yesterday we had some like pretty normal selling pressure come in, but Ichimoku wise, the Tenkan Sen has been acting as a really strong area of support. It's been pretty consistent ever since the beginning of the month. Whether that's going to hold and continue remains to be seen, but we do see some buyers supporting price currently. We haven't really had a pullback all month, and we are getting into the last third of the month, so that could occur. Another thing to pay attention to here within the Ichimoku system is that the Kumo twist. So Kumo twists, they show up way ahead of time. You know about them 26 periods in advance. And one of the behaviors that you often kind of associate with the Kumo twist is that if an instrument is trending very strongly in one direction, around the time period of a Kumo twist, you often see some type of corrective move or trend change. So that this is a good time period for that to occur. As far as price levels of importance moving forward, we're getting into the weekend. I would totally expect some type of selling pressure to occur. Would not surprise me at all. The near term level of support here within the Ichimoku system is the Kijin Sen at 54K. But also it's the weekend, so things can just go absolutely bonkers and just move higher without really anything stopping it. There is a double top that could be forming here on the point figure chart. The entry on that would be at 68K even. And the projected profit target on that is a little bit into la-la land. Gotta use your head a little bit thinking, is it going to get there in one fell swoop? Probably not. Where is the vertical target? At 116K. Again, that's a little lofty to believe it's going to get there in one fell swoop, but that should give you at least an idea of the range. Certainly some stopping pressure around 84K is where I would see it getting up to before it finds another area of major resistance. But that's what I see happening here on Bitcoin, looking at the 54K zone as a low for support over the weekend. And if not, bursting past 68K to push on towards the 84K zone. I don't know if you see the same thing or not, Akash.
Yeah, kind of similar to what you're seeing, a lot of the stuff. Let me just share my screen. Right, so I want to talk about a couple of things. The all-time high here, which is the blue cyan, whatever you want to call this color. So Bitcoin actually closed above it on a daily time frame, which is a good sign. But then what proceeded next was like a massive bullish, bearish engulfing candle, which almost undid the gains of the last 2 days, right? So now, although it's trying to go higher, I fear a correction might be upon us. A confirmation for that would be if Bitcoin produces a close below the 50 fib of this particular candle here, which is roughly around 64,154. If you kind of get a close below this, then I'm expecting it to move down. As for the levels that I'm looking at for a secondary confirmation for this move to extend, is this red line that you see here at 61,574. This is the weekly open of Bitcoin, as you can see here. So this is where Bitcoin opened, and a close below this would really be a secondary confirmation for me, right? In that case, Bitcoin is easily heading down to 60K, the 60K psychological barrier, and then it's much more clearer on the daily time frame, which is we're going to head down to 57K, 55K in like a conservative scenario. But if it extends, then 52, 53 seems like a reasonable target. Right, so this is my analysis right now. So I'm still waiting on how it closes around this fib here. But from the current position, if we do move down to 52K, it would be a 16% downswing. But typically I'm expecting it to consolidate around this level here, which is a 12% drop, right? So considering how this is like a 79% upswing in a month, it's a 65% upswing, right? So I believe a correction is likely, right? Apart from that, if we do manage to close about the 50 fib here at 64,154, and it would indicate that two things are going to happen, right? It's either going to consolidate here, gather some strength, and then move higher. As for the moving higher part, I'm looking at this trend-based fib level here at 161.8%, around 77,900 or 78,000, right? That's where I'm looking Bitcoin going next, right? And the reason why I'm expecting this correction it can also be seen in this on-chain metrics here, right? Bitcoin has formed a higher high since 7th October, but the daily active addresses is decreasing, indicating like a bearish divergence. Let's not get into the 365-day MVRV, but the 30-day MVRV, however, is around just around 20%, right? The last time Bitcoin had 52K, or like this whole run up, this is where MVRV kind of topped off. So I'm expecting this similar thing to happen over here. But apart from that, nothing really interesting there for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to head lower.
All right. So it sounds like we're both kind of looking at the lower 50K zone, mid to lower 50K zone is an area of lowest kind of testing for support. And then you're looking at the high range around that 78K zone. And I'm looking at that 84K zone, which is in the grand scheme of things, almost kind of like splitting hairs these days in regards to how much Bitcoin moves. But all right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you like what we were doing, again, please join us on YouTube by hitting subscribe, and look forward to speaking with you in our future videos.